So a lot of us first come in contact with animals in a basically entertaining function. We have pets. Our parents took us to the circus when we were kids. We watch movies in which animals are acting in a variety of roles. I bet you're thinking right now about at least one or two movies, whether they were animated or live action, that you saw when you were young. So there has been an increasing call for greater concern for the animals that are involved in entertainment. In the past, you'll see when you read in the Equine Legacy, there wasn't always a great deal of concern for the animals who took part in our entertainment products. Early in the years of working with animals in films, the animals didn't always survive the making of a film. Recently, many places are banning the use of animals, wild animals in circuses. So the elephants, big cats, some of which, especially if you're as old as I am, I saw a lot of acts that had tigers and lions performing, from jumping from one pedestal to another, jumping through hoops. Now, these are the kind of activities that, however entertaining they might be to us, advocates both for animal welfare and for animal rights find that these are so not good for the animals that we shouldn't do them at all. There are, and I'm sure we'll talk about other kinds of entertainment that work with animals in them, that we really should have some questions about whether the animals are being well treated or not. There are people who have been observing the work on the sets of movies, and so you'll see that the American Humane Association will certify that no animals have been harmed. You see people watching, there's a new organization that certifies animal sanctuaries. There are several organizations that certify zoos, and all of these are about treating the animals well as carrying out good entertainment for people. And many of the most reputable of the zoos and sanctuaries will also try to educate people using part of what they do. So one of the organizations that I find really interesting is called the Amazing Acrocats, and it's a cat circus. So it's puzzling, like, if we're banning circuses with wild animals in them, why do we want to have a circus that's made up of performing domestic cats? Well, partly because of the educational and humane mission that goes along with the Amazing Acrocats. They travel around the country in a bus, and they pick up kittens at shelters and foster them and have adoption events. Or the cats can join the troop. So the educational function, that was the humane function, the educational function of the Amazing Acrocats Circus is to show people that cats are really intelligent and can be trained. So that people who have cats living with them in their homes will believe that their cats have the potential to learn interesting and useful behaviors. And so with that educational as well as humane purpose, the Amazing Acrocats seems kind of less like an exploitive act with the cats and more like the cats acting as ambassadors for other cats. Sasha is an ambassador for rude donkeys. And so Sasha is entertaining to me and you, and one of the most entertaining things that Sasha and Martha do is they star in videos and photographs that I post on Facebook, and everybody wants to come over and meet them. So they are entertainers, even though we don't get paid for any of that. Maybe someday we will. But so we need to think about what we do with our animals when we are working with them for entertainment, so that we have them do things that are appropriate for their species and that they are well cared for and they're not put at undue risk. So think about things like horse racing. Think about greyhound racing, which many states have also outlawed the racing of greyhound dogs. Most recently Florida. And so think about other entertaining occupations of animals, and what are they? What do you like to do when you want to be entertained by an animal? And share with us some an article or a video or both that shows something of animal entertainment that you find either compelling or that concerns you for our discussion in the forum. So you want to think both about what the animals do and the meaning of that, and then think about what that says about us, that we are interested in the kind of entertainment that you see that involves animals.